Taurus, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter, May 2018 Tarot Reading. Now Uranus going into your sign on May 15th is a big deal for everyone. But it hasn't been in your sign for 84 years, and it'll stay there for 7 years. Now the outer planets change the big picture of life, and the inner planets more personal, temporal changes. There's going to be some financial and emotional changes in your life, and you're a fixed sign, and you resist change at times. So now it's time to kind of let things take its own course, flow naturally. Might be a good idea to check where Uranus is in your birth chart to see where it really is affecting things, so you can take a handle on it. Now the rune that you received was Gebo. This is about gift, talents, unions, and partnerships, but it's also about forgiveness and love. With the presence of this card, if you ask forgiveness, it will be given. And I'm saying this because the overall energy card that you received was Judgment. You're coming to the end of the road somewhere, and now it's time to do some spiritual purging, personal cleansing. And this comes around to karma. You know, earthly actions versus the celestial level of resurrection and rebirth. We could receive rewards or punishment, but it's time to heal body, mind, and inner self-spirit. Yeah, sometimes we have to question, is this the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning? It's just time for you to prepare for some new things in your life. Shed some emotional baggage. Bury the hatchet and start making some long-term plans along with some closures. Now the Minchiati card, this is a deck I put together to accompany any tarot deck. But here you received ether. Never go, what does ether mean? Ether oversees all of the other elements. Fire, air, water, earth. Fire is spirit. Air is intellect and communication. Water is emotions. And earth is about getting down to earth, being pragmatic, seeing the reality and truth of things. So now you're going to be able to govern all of this through your judgment. Judgment of yourself. Judgment of what's going on in your life. Judgment of other people. And keeping it honest. Candor is very important. Now the cards on the left, for the what you know category, receive the Emperor and the Four of Wands. The Emperor is saying take control of this Judgment card. Be honest with what you're thinking and seeing. You know, this is a mixture of mind, body, spirit all together, and epitomizes the Ether card that I pulled for the Minchiati deck. Anytime you see the Emperor, it's saying to take control. Take control of your empire. Take control of your microcosmic kingdom. Set some rules. Structure. Organization. Don't let people step over boundaries that you've already set. You draw that little line in the sand and they step over it. Well, there's going to be a problem there because there's the Judgment card up there. This card is about power, leadership, authority. Vigilant governance of your own little microcosm. This guy gives you a toolbox of all kinds of earthly things for you to deal with. He's a mentor. Using logic and reason over emotions. You know, you make decisions with emotions, you're in trouble. And here you have the Four of Wands with the Emperor. This is a rites of passage card. This is where you get along with all people and have some positive ascensions together. People are recognizing you. Are you recognizing each other for shared accomplishments? Now the cards in the center, for what is or can be yours. You receive the Eight of Wands and the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is about rites of passage too. He conducts the rituals of marriage, religious style rituals that are the foundation of your life. The one thing the Hierophant does do, and that's the meaning of the word Hierophant, is to show or make known, bringing out truth. And now with the Judgment card, it's saying, yeah, you're looking at some truths now. Celestially, you can't hide the truth. And the Eight of Wands is an extremely positive card. It means sudden change. Suddenly things are unfolding, becoming more clear. It's like a tipping point where an immovable mountain can now be moved. I like to use the analogy about a cell phone that hasn't been working for a couple days. And all of a sudden now all of the messages and all of the calls are coming through. 8 is an amazing number. And even its configuration looks like infinity. It's the karmic equalizer. It's a force that can create or destroy. I call it energy transmutation. It can bring in the balance between the tangible and intangible worlds, the spirit over material. Whatever seeds you've sown is now time to reap the harvest. And the Eight of Wands is there to help you through this transition of changes in your life. We make decisions when we're younger that we wouldn't make when we are older. This can be about messages and also travel as well, moving forward. But it's saying right now, don't rush into things. Look at what the Hierophant has to offer you. Whatever's in front of the Hierophant is the known, and what's behind him is the unknown. And this is what you've been seeking. And you're going to get real serious about seeking some unknown things, because next door for your awareness and self-awareness, you received the Hanged Man and the Ace of Wands. The Hanged Man is seeking wisdom. He sought the wisdom of the runes, secret magic letters. This is Odin, hanging for 9 days looking into the well of Urds. Now it's time to let things take its natural course. Stop trying to put a square peg in a round hole. Get rid of old things because the new are avidly seeking their place. It's time for change, but it's time for you to step back. This card is also about sacrificing a few things because you can't have it all. If you do this, therefore you can't have that. Odin sacrificed himself to himself for this wisdom. And here now with the Ace of Wands, it's saying that it's giving you a promise for a new spiritual beginning. Take a good grip on this wand. As I said, ether is on the top, and then it's wands next for spiritual. It all goes down the line. You have to have the ether before you get to the wands, before you get to the swords. And here it's up there in the upper level saying it's giving you a promise for a new beginning. This is a green light from the universe saying, go. New things are coming aboard. Challenges. Good fortune is coming. And the Eight of Wands agrees with that. This Ace of Wands is an inspirational force of energy. Creative energy. Now get a handle on it and use it for what it's worth. It's going to help you with the direction of your life. These new directions with Uranus coming into your sign. This is some really strong energy going on here. Now your future cards have a little mix of things. You've got the Five of Pentacles, the Star, Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles, a lot of earthly energy. Now you're down to the earth, expecting to be pragmatic. And that's why the Queen of Pentacles is there. And the Three of Pentacles too. Start building some things. This is the Architect card. This is a card about getting along with other people and doing things together. Going back to the Four of Wands. Shared accomplishments. The Star is similar to Judgment in the respects that it's about hope and healing. change. But here you have a setback with the Five of Pentacles. And this can be a bankruptcy card if you allow it to happen. This card is about financial, but a lot of times it's more about emotional bankruptcy. You taking for granted a lot of things, overlooking things. This is the second time I've done a reading, second in a row at least, that the Five of Pentacles has showed up. This card is about challenges, personal challenges, and overcoming them. It's warning to not let pessimistic things hold you back. You have the Star card there that's a promise for hope and healing. Now use this card like the Monopoly card for getting out of jail. Yeah, I have a Star card. Make sure that you have a lot of honesty in this Judgment card that has the overall energy of this reading. And accept the gifts from the Rune Gebo. And go into forgiveness so you can be the phoenix and rise from the ashes. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.